And the camera's on me, so I'm going to say welcome back to Coffee Shop Talk. And so let's touch a little bit more on this. Johnny's got a couple more things he wants to say about it. And there's something else that we'll cover more of as we get more information. We'll bring this topic back up again.
Oh, so much information out there. Yeah, I knew I'd find a lot on it, but I could have just went on. There's thousands of pages. Now let me tell you something. If you've never been involved with anything like this, or if you're starting to get involved with something like this and you're going to have to go to court, let me tell you something. If you can't afford an attorney, I highly recommend you get one, because they know how to talk to the judge, and the judge wants to hear nothing you have to say. I don't know if you've been there, and the judge, you think you're giving pertinent information to the case, and he just does not want to hear it. And by golly, you better shut up, or he'll put you in jail. You'll speak when spoken to, and you better tell me something new. And that's the way it is. So, as a matter of fact, I went to court the last time I went, and I told the judge, I says, well, I know you're going to screw me, so we might as well just stop all the talk and get it done. And she goes, well, I don't want you to feel that way, Mr. Galt. And I go, well, I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. It's been happening this way for 7 years. Well, I don't want you to think that way. And then what happened in the end? I got screwed. You have 30 days to reply to the Child Support Division that I say, no, I am not the father. I'm going to fight this. You have to send that in writing. This guy called the Contra Costa Child Support Division. They told him, oh, well, all you got to do is call us every day, and if you call us every day, that'll tell us that you're not the father. So this guy believed them. 30 days later, he gets a default judgment. You owe us $9,000 in back child support. This is what they're telling the guy. And this guy's saying, what a sucker I am. So if you guys want to learn anything, if you get any kind of piece of paperwork from the Child Support Division, you fill that out, you send that back. And don't let them tell you otherwise. Yeah, you just call us every day and you're not the daddy.
Okay, on that, we're gonna bring this subject back up at another time and everything. We're gonna take a quick break, but before, who is Brad and Angelina?
What are they up to now?
And George Clooney. Who are they and who cares?
We were talking about Brad and Angelina, of course, and George Clooney. All good friends with Bob, right, Bob?
Do they put their pants on differently than anybody else?
Of course they do. They're stars.
Oh yeah, my Fanny, they're stars. Who really cares about? Listen, after enjoying an intimate dinner with 60, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie enjoy late date night Wednesday in Cannes. They're over there for
the film festival.
Festival. Wow. The duo made a low-key entrance at the after party for Pitt's film, where they both sipped drinks, a Bailey's for him, vodka for her, chatted with cast members, and engaged in some PDA until past 1 a.m.
Oh,
wow, Brad
news.
And Angelina really they're kicking up their heels. Who cares?
They got public displays of affection?
Oh,
are they married?
Towards the end of the evening, they sat together, his hand on her leg, adding that at one point, Pitt had his arm wrapped around Jolie as they laughed and whispered in each other's ears.
That's crazy.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Now, George Clooney.
What's the deal with that?
George Clooney's a nobody. He was a nobody when he started out.
He's Rosemary Clooney's nephew, I believe.
Right. And he keeps making this the greatest man in the world contest or whatever they keep putting him with.
Sexiest
people.
Man.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know. He had 15 failed TV shows.
Yeah.
He comes on, he makes it on ER.
And we're doing better than he is.
Yeah, he gets on ER, so now all of a sudden he becomes this sexy, wonderful nothing. And then he makes Leatherheads, which barely anybody ever seen.
That's because some of the dorks here in America like to live vicariously through actors.
Yeah.
My life can't be fancy and exciting.
Wouldn't you rather live your life through
vodka and a Bailey's?
Wouldn't you rather live your life through somebody like Robin Williams?
Well,
somebody who somebody that's for real and not phony.
Yeah. Marty Feldman even. I don't know.
Johnny's got something here on some taxes. Let's talk taxes.
Well, we got a new tax bill. This is the Washoe County fuel tax bill, and you start talking about tax, everyone sort of cringes, but actually this is not a bad bill. What it's going to do is going to add 2 cents at the gas pump. So when you're filling up your tank, it's an extra 2 cents, and it's going to put a lot of people back to work. A lot of contractors, to be precise. We've had a lot of layoffs here in Nevada, and a lot of folks from, well, it mentions Granite Construction over here, and he was laid off in December, returns to work in April, and the Regional Transportation Commission, they're planning to launch 41 road projects this year, and they're estimating that the projects will employ 3,000 people and bring $250 million worth of work to Washoe County. And these people that they're hiring back, they're just ecstatic. One guy says here, I couldn't even sleep the night before I had to go back to work. I was so excited. People are just jumping for joy over jobs.
And I thoroughly understand that.
Yeah.
And here's a few laws our camera person
lost our
did
camera.
all they could to keep from falling down. Is there something really pretty tough in your coffee?
I think we shook them up.
Yeah. Okay, dumb laws in Nevada. It is illegal to drive a camel on the highway. But it's still legal to hang someone for shooting your dog on your property.
Wait a minute now. You can hang a person
That's what it says.
for shooting your dog on their property.
That's what it
That's a
says.
law that's in the books right now.
That's a law that's in the books. Oh, there's so many weird laws. In Elko, everyone walking the streets is required to wear a mask.
Really?
Yeah, that's a law that still exists, never been taken off the books. Remember I told you about the laws in California that if a woman was drinking in a bar, her husband had to be 10 steps behind her with a shotgun? And what was that? What'd you call that town?
That's Nyala.
Nyala. A man is forbidden from buying drinks for more than 3 people other than himself at any one period during the day. In Reno, it is illegal to lie down on the sidewalk.
In Reno, you can't lie down on the sidewalk.
Right. Benches may not be placed in the middle of any street.
Well, I happen to agree with that one.
And just to make a lot of you mad, sex toys are outlawed in Nevada.
Sex toys.
Yeah, sex toys. Okay, here we go. Quotes.
How can I go on after
Hey,
hearing
do
that?
you know basketball season's still going on?
Oh, no.
Basketball, they just had today, I'm spitting all over Johnny now. I'm getting excited about this. Today is the second game of the finals in basketball. No, if I was playing basketball, I wouldn't want to go into any playoffs. I wouldn't have any time off. You wouldn't have any vacation time.
Well, they only got, a month break?
They play 84 games, but now they play for 2 months before and they play for 6 months after. So
Yeah.
that's all you play.
Much of a hiatus.
Chuck Knox says, most of my cliches aren't original. Ralph Kinner, all of the Mets road wins against Los Angeles this year have been at Dodger Stadium. Pedro Guerrero, sometimes they write what I say, not what I mean. Doug Collins, anytime Detroit scores more than 100 points and holds the other team below 100 points, they almost always win.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Now this is Yogi Berra. Well, I used to look like this when I was young. Now I still do. Always go to other people's funerals. Otherwise, they won't come to yours. These are real. These are true. The other team can make trouble for us if they win. Congratulations on breaking my record. I always thought the record would stand until it was broken.
Yeah.
Something else Yogi Berra said, this classic, is the coldest he's ever been is summertime in San Francisco.
That's a ripoff from Samuel Clemens Longhorn. Mark Twain said that.
Dick Cavett, if your parents never had children, chances are you won't either.
What was that Yogi Berra that said it's like deja vu all over again?
Yeah. And Colonel Gerald Wellman, we don't necessarily discriminate, we simply exclude certain types of people. And on that, thank you very much, and go to Coffee Shop Talk. Do it, Johnny.
Okay, I'll do it. Go to coffeeshoptalk.com with a K. Contact us. Love to hear from you. Join us next week for more Coffee Shop Talk.
The views and opinions expressed on Coffee Shop Talk are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its advertisers, and other hosts. This show is for entertainment purposes only.